Okay, so when you think of the word Phuket, what's the first image that pops into your head? For a lot of us, it's that classic postcard picture, right? But today, we're going to tear up that postcard. We're going to look at this amazing island not as just one single place, but as a whole spectrum of experiences. All right, let's get into it. So let's just start by slipping the script with this one question. What if Phuket wasn't just one destination? What if instead it was this incredible collection of different worlds, where each one has a completely unique vibe, perfectly tailored to whatever it is you're searching for? You know, on one side, you've got that postcard version, the buzzing beaches, the crazy nightlife, the famous sights. And yeah, that's definitely there. But on the other side, there's this whole other spectrum. We're talking serene, tranquil retreats for when you need to just reset, thrilling adventures deep in the rainforests, and a rich, deep culture that tells a pretty fascinating story. Today, we're exploring that whole thing. First up, let's find the island's heartbeat. We're calling this vibe the pulse. Now, this is for you if you feed on energy, if you crave action, and you love being right in the middle of it all. This is the part of Phuket that, honestly, never really sleeps. So where do you find this pulse? Well, the undeniable epicenter has got to be Patong Beach. It is famous for a reason. The energy there is just electric. If you want something a little less intense but still buzzing, Karan Beach is perfect. It's this huge, long stretch of beautiful white sand. And then you've got Kata Beach, which has this super chill, laid-back vibe until the surf season hits, usually between May and October. And then it really comes alive. And the activities here, they're all about that high-octane fun. I mean, we're talking jet skiing across the waves, parasailing way up high for some insane views, or grabbing your friends for a totally ridiculous banana boat ride. And of course, when the sun goes down, that's when the nightlife and the incredible street food tours take over, keeping that energy pumping late into the night. Okay, now let's just take a deep breath. We're going to shift gears to the complete opposite end of the spectrum. This vibe is the sanctuary. This is for anyone who's looking to escape, to recharge, and to connect with that quieter, more restorative side of the island. You can find your sanctuary in places like Nai Harn Beach, which is this stunningly quiet little bay, just perfect for a calm swim or even just sitting and meditating with the waves. Or you could head up to Mai Khao, the longest beach in Phuket, known for being so peaceful and for being a nesting ground for sea turtles. And if you really want to get away from it all, there are islands like Ratcha, they call it the Maldives of Thailand for a reason, and the private Mait Tan Island, which offer the absolute ultimate in quiet, luxurious seclusion. This whole sanctuary vibe, it's really about tapping into a sense of mindfulness, just being completely present in the moment. And honestly, is there a better place to do that than here? You're in a setting of just profound natural peace, where the sound of the ocean can literally help quiet your mind. And you can see this in the kind of things you can do here. You can find yoga and meditation classes right on the sand at Nai Harn or at these world-class wellness resorts. For pure physical relaxation, places like Himala, with its incredible jungle villas, or the legendary Amanpuri and Banyan tree spas are just on another level. And sometimes, the best activity is just a simple, quiet nature walk through Siranat National Park, or a long stroll on an empty beach as the sun comes up. But hey, maybe you want something that falls right in between that intense pulse and the quiet sanctuary. Well, let's move to our third vibe, the explorer. This is for all you adventurers out there, the ones who want to discover hidden gems and are genuinely curious about the history and culture that made this island what it is today. For the nature adventurer, Phuket is an absolute playground. You can soar through the rainforest canopy on a zipline at places like Flying Hanneman, getting this insane bird's-eye view of the jungle. Or you can hop on an ATV and just tear up some rugged trails that lead to these breathtaking viewpoints. And of course, the world under the water is just as stunning. The scuba diving and snorkeling here is world-class. And for something truly unforgettable, sea kayaking through the majestic limestone caves of Phang Ya Bay, it's a must-do. But the explorer's journey here isn't just about Mother Nature. This island has such a deep history to uncover, and the absolute best place to step back in time is right in the heart of Phuket Old Town. Here, the streets are just lined with these beautiful, colorful Sino-Portuguese shophouses. It's this really unique style of architecture that tells the story of the island's old tin mining boom. Just walking down the long road, you can feel that history. You can discover the fascinating Baba Nyonya or Peranakan culture, which is this amazing blend of Chinese and local Malay traditions. And the best part? This isn't some stuffy museum. It's a living, breathing district just buzzing with cool local cafes, art galleries, and little boutiques. So, there we have it. the Pulse, the Sanctuary, and the Explorer. But here's the thing. The real magic of Phuket is that you don't have to pick just one. The absolute best way to experience it is to create a synthesis, a personal blend of all these different elements. And what's the one thing that connects all three of these vibes? The one thing you can experience everywhere, from a high-energy night market to a quiet little local cafe? It's the food. In fact, Phuket is officially recognized by UNESCO as a creative city of gastronomy, one of only a handful in the entire world. And the food here really does tell a story. A dish like mee hokkien noodles speaks to the island's deep Chinese heritage. Mu hong, this rich, braised pork belly, is a classic from that Paraknocking culture we were just talking about. And then you have these truly unique local specialties like loba and ou, which is this super refreshing shaved ice dessert that is perfect on a hot day. Every single dish is like a piece of history on a plate. So, what would a perfect day look like, blending all these vibes? Well, picture this. You could start your morning in full-on sanctuary mode with some sunrise yoga on a peaceful beach. Then, for the afternoon, you shift into explorer mode and go kayaking through those incredible sea caves. And to finish the day, you tap right into the Pulse, diving into the amazing energy and unbelievable flavors of a bustling local night market. You get to mix and match to create a day that is 100% yours. Which really brings us to our final thought here. The big takeaway is that Phuket isn't some static place that you just go and see. It's a dynamic, diverse island that you get to design. You get to craft an experience that perfectly matches your own personal wellness spectrum. So I'll leave you with this question to chew on. Now that you've seen the full spectrum, from the Pulse to the Sanctuary to the Explorer, what's your Phuket?